let us start with the fast-paced action that is the most fresh in our minds because the main event was match number 3 of Death Triangle versus The Elite.
Yeah. Going into this one, we were both sitting there thinking or saying to each other, please don't do the 03, then the reverse sweep. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. But this match was different from the first two.
Massively different story.
Yeah.
Probably my biggest key point.
Yeah, like the pacing was different here as well.
Half the match wasn't even the match.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of it was just the Elite taking out their aggression from the first two matches. They're like, we're supposed to be the cheaters. What the fuck, guys?
Yeah. Elite came out first. The champs come out second. They charged up the ramp, and they probably, 10 minutes or at least close to it, just rolled around the stage area.
It was long enough to go to picture-in-picture before the match started. Like, that's how long they were outside of the ring, whooping on Death Triangle.
And for the second time tonight, I was so mad that there was something that happened in picture-in-picture that I fully believe should have been on TV. Because Pac did his backflip off of the stage onto the crowd of people, and it was during picture-in-picture.
Pac does a whole lot of flips.
Off the stage to the ground. I'm like, okay.
They did kind of miss one of those flips on camera later.
I'm wondering if you're thinking what I think, because I don't know if he actually flipped, because there was one time that they hinted that he was so set up to do the Black Arrow, and he didn't.
Maybe he didn't do it. I really want to know what he did.
Because I swear, when they cut away, like, he looked like he was waiting for the tag so he could climb up the turnbuckle, right? And then he could go for a Black Arrow after Penta had pulled him over after Fear Factor. Is that the one you're talking about?
I think that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Because it's right before, like, Penta went to do the dive to the outside, and then he did, like, the brainbuster to Matt, and then he went for it. Yeah, I don't think he had gone for it, because it looked like he was climbing for it, but when they kind of cut back, he wasn't on the ground. You could kind of see him going into the pin, and the way that he was going into the pin doesn't make sense if he had tried to do if he had did the Black Arrow.
Okay.
But then to also attempt the Black Arrow again, like 2 moves later.
That too. And he does it a second time, and he still can't get a pin out of it. Like, so yeah, he probably didn't, but they cut away from it, so I had assumed that that's what was happening there.
It was very awkward. Possibly the only thing of this match, besides the whole, like, so much action happening during picture-in-picture, possibly the only thing that I did not enjoy about this match was that awkward moment, because it really caught me off guard too.
Yeah, because you're just like, okay, I guess Pac's going for the pin from whatever he did just now.
Yeah, I think he just was going for the pin that long after the Fear Factor. But I was totally in the same boat, because when he was waiting for the tag, he was kind of like 1 foot up the turnbuckle already, like leaning in, so it looked like they were just going to do the thing like where they tag and he's already halfway up the ropes, and then Penta does the dive.
Yeah,
I was right there with you. I just don't think he did the dive. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that does make sense, because he wasn't like in position, like he had just done a splash. Yeah. I don't know, awkward moment in that match. Still a fun match.
And in how you would expect something like a 7-match series to go, there was a lot of the, hey, we know this other team very well, we're going to counter each other's moves, we're going to do each other's moves to each other, because Nick did a Castador roll into the cutter on Phoenix.
Yeah. It was a good one too.
Like, there's about what? I feel like the number used to be smaller, but it's expanded a bit, but I used to say like maybe 6 people that you know, if you put in a match together, even in a one-on-one situation, they're gonna be able to do crazy shit like Phoenix, Nick Jackson. Dante Martin will get to the point where he can do as much as these guys in terms of match quality, but already athletically, of course.
Oh yeah.
AR Fox, I have quickly discovered to be up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's like a hidden gem in wrestling, apparently.
Let's put it this way. Sammy Guevara is a very, very athletic wrestler.
Yeah.
And these guys, I'm saying, are all a step above him in terms of doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Because, yeah, you're not seeing Sammy do any of this stuff. Like, you see Sammy do some dope stuff, but this match.
Now, he could totally fit in with him, because I think he could probably, he's probably moves better than Matt Jackson, probably moves better than Penta, isn't going to move better than Pac. But, yeah. So, point being, as you and I have both said, you get these 6 in one match together, you know you're going to enjoy it. You think you might worry about getting burnt out after 7? Well, 3 in and not yet. That is actually why I was very happy you brought up telling a very different story right off the bat. I was like, I could not let that go.
Mm-hmm. That was what stuck out to me the most about this match. Was this one was different. It was more brawly, less flashy. Like, the Elite really, really wanted to take the fight to Death Triangle, and that's the story that they told in this match, and they told it really well.
It was a lot less bullshit on their end, or playing to the crowd and stuff like that. It was get this dub.
Let's get that dub.
Now, you referred to a sweep early on and how we didn't want to sweep.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, somehow, had only 2 wins for Death Triangle, according to Kenny Omega, because he grabbed the mic after.
Yeah.
He said it's going to be no sweep, but it's going to be a reverse sweep. Not possible when it's 2-1.
Yeah, Kenny, I don't know if you've but see, just saying, they told me that Kenny is very familiar with hockey, a sport that has 7-game series in their playoffs. Because I was like, maybe he just doesn't know, and then he's like, well, no, he's very familiar with hockey. He played a lot of hockey and all that. Yeah, you gotta be down 0-3 for it to be called a reverse sweep.
We talked about it as it happened. It was very awkward the way that he grabbed the mic. You said once the match ended, the timing of this was kind of weird with the amount of time left.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like there was not enough time for him to be taking the mic, but too much time left for there to be nothing.
Do you think, because the way that they all acted after the pin, which ended, by the way, Pac went for the Black Arrow, but Matt Jackson got his knees up, and it happened to collide right with Pac's face while he was still wearing the mask. But the way they were all in the ring after, there wasn't really any separation of them, the way they were checking on Pac. Do you think anything might have happened there?
That's what I was wondering. Like, did something happen there with Pac, and they broke character, and they're just like, let's make sure Pac is okay.
I think they closed the show. They had a view of him like standing up though, like stare down or
Yeah.
something. So he looked fine at that point. But as that happened, I was like, is the dude gushing blood? Did he break his face again? What's going on?
Yeah, no, he looked fine. But yeah, it was an awkward last 2 minutes that they had time to fill, and Kenny was just kind of like, hey, we got time to fill, so I'm gonna take the microphone.
Said basically those two lines about a sweep. He said there's gonna be no sweep with the cleaner here. And then he did his goodbye, good night, bang.